Okay.
Yes, well, we're in this Museum of RAF Fighting. I'm very pleased to be with Mark Coulthard, who has a very responsible job with the Save the Neighbour Roads in Humber. Now, tell me a little bit about that then, Mark.
Yeah, as you said, I work for Humberside Fire Rescue Service. I'm a road safety advocate. We work under the umbrella of Safe the Roads Humber, trying to make our roads safe and just to reduce casualties across our whole region. I gather in Epworth there's a problem with speeding just now, as it is probably across our whole region. And what we want to do is make people think about different types of offences they may commit on the roads and how they can correct them. We talk a lot about the 5 core offences, one of which is speeding, one's drink driving, one's driving whilst unfit through drugs. We have use of mobile phones, which is a really, really big problem for us. And lastly, which is really, really important, is to make sure that you wear your seatbelt. Not wearing a seatbelt can cause so many problems, and time again, the fire service, who deal with more people in road traffic collisions and fires, have to deal with the carnage on the roads because somebody's chosen not to wear a seatbelt, or they've chosen to speed and it's gone horribly wrong. In this country, every single day, 5 people die on our roads on average from road traffic collisions, and yet we're one of the best countries in the world for road safety. But we're not good enough, and we do need to improve. So, for people in Epworth, we'd be glad to come out and talk to community groups, WI groups, cadets, scouts. We don't mind, young farmers. We can bring some of the things along with us. I have a gadget here. This is our virtual reality. It puts you as a front seat passenger in a car that's going to be involved in a collision, and it follows through the aftermath of the collision, what actually happens, roof being cut off, etc. The paramedics treating you.
What do you, just going back to, you mentioned Epworth and the Epworth Isle of Axstone Community Group, what sort of message, there's been quite a lot of comments on there, 122, some very negative. What's your response to that?
About speeding?
Yeah.
We understand speeding is a problem, and in this country, 39% of fatalities on our roads, speed is a factor. It might not be the only factor, but speed is a problem for us, and we just need people to slow down. If you get hit by a car doing 20 miles an hour, actually you're probably going to be alright. It's going to hurt. Car hit by 30 miles an hour, you've got a 6% chance you're going to die. 40 miles an hour, we've all seen cars drive at 40 and 30, you've got a 31% chance that you're going to die. We need people to slow down. Cars nowadays are fabulous, but there's still a big lump of steel that can cause a lot of harm.
I think the thrust of the argument there is this 20 mile an hour speed limit in the inner roads of Epworth, where the old people walk around, and they're really campaigning. Would you think that was a good idea?
I think 20 miles, anything that reduces the speed of vehicles, particularly in areas where there's high footfall, there's elderly people, school children, it's got to be a good thing. We want to slow traffic down, don't we? There may be an argument you could have variable speed limits, perhaps when there's no children around, it's later on at night, but that's down for government to decide, and they've got to do legislation for that. At the moment, we have to work within it. Remember, I'm not police, we're Fire and Rescue Service, and we want to reduce casualties.
Now, you're here today at the museum. If we just walk around, just have a look at what you're actually informing the public about, what are we doing with this stall then and your colleagues?
Well, today we've got a number of items that we're promoting. Bike Safe and Biker Down is something that we're really interested in doing now. If anybody wants to do a bike safe course, you just have to put that on the internet. Really worthwhile. You ride out with a police motorcyclist or somebody from Rossborough IAM. They're excellent, and they'll give you some hints on how you can ride safer. And Biker Down's a new one for us. We just started doing it in this area, and it's first aid for bikers involved in collision. And bear in mind, motorcycles are our most dangerous form of transport in this country. Most likely to be hurt if you're riding a powered two-wheeler. So we're really, really pleased to promote that just now.
Have you had a good response today? Since it's just after midday now. I mean, has it been a good response you've been getting?
It has, yeah. We've had lots of people talking to us. It doesn't matter, we'll talk to anybody from primary school children up to pensioners, and we run a whole series of presentations geared from little crash cars and catapults for young people showing dangers inside cars, wearing helmets when cycling or motorbikes, or we go to mature drivers and we partner with people like the regional driving assessment centres where we offer free driving assessments for those over 55. So we do lots and lots of things for people to try and keep them safe on the roads.
Well, I don't want to take too much of your time. It's very nice talking to you, Mark, and thank you for helping us and telling us what your opinion is and your job. And I'm sure the people of Epworth hopefully will take it on board and see if we can get those speed limits a little lower. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Is that right?